but watch this, watch this, watch this. He steps in, he takes the cloud that had been in front of them, and he moves it behind them. In other words, the thing that provided light for them became darkness for the Egyptians. The thing that was guiding the Israelites became a shield. Oh, come on. It became a shield for the children of Israel to shield themselves from their enemies. Amen. And so now, as they begin to go forward, God begins to open up the Red Sea. And what he begins to do, he says, hold out your staff. And when you hold out your staff, watch the Red Sea begin to part. Moses, I need you to do one more thing. Look on your enemy, because you'll see him no more. I wish I had about 5 or 10 people who would stand up and look back at 2014 and understand God says, you'll see this no more. I'm getting ready to preach my way up on out of here. Touch 3 people and tell them, neighbor, God is getting ready to bring me out, and I'm not leaving here empty-handed. As a matter of fact, God told me he's getting ready to give me great substance. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, my name is favor. Favor surrounds me like a shield. Favor goes before me. Favor surrounds me. My name is... I gotta get ready to close. I told my people to give out some paydays. Everybody got a payday? Does everybody got a payday up in here? I need you to wave your payday at me real quick. I gotta get ready to go. Galatians 6 and 9 says, and don't be weary in well-doing, for in due season you will reap if you faint not. That word due means it's owed to you. I got to give it to you. In other words, it's a payday. God told me to tell you, better is the end of a thing than the beginning. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, it's time to get my pay on. It's time to get my shout on. I'm getting ready to rejoice. I've been through a lot, but I'm coming out right. Glory to the utmost God who brought you out when you didn't have a way. Who made a way when there was no way. God did. Look at the neighbor and say, neighbor, I got a reason to praise him. I got a reason to rejoice. By your right now. You gotta focus on your not yet. Y'all just missed that one. You cannot focus on your right now. You got to focus on your not yet. In other words, I came to let somebody in this house know that the devil knows it's your time. Your enemy knows that you're getting ready to be blessed, and while you don't even know it, you're sitting around here pouting with your lips stuck out. God told me to tell you, it's your time. Amen. Amen. Everything that he's sent up against you, God told me to tell you tonight that it's not going to prosper. He told me to tell you that you're coming out, and you're not coming out empty-handed. In other words, you got to understand, since the enemy cannot schedule your destruction, what he'll do is he'll schedule a distraction. In other words, you cannot get distracted by what the enemy is trying to do. You got to stay focused and keep your eyes on the prize. I think it was Paul who said, forgetting those things that are behind and reaching forward to the things that are before. I press. Somebody say, I press toward the mark of the call, which is in Jesus. I feel like churching now. I said, I feel like churching. Is there anybody in this house who's excited about what God's getting ready to do? 5 minutes and you'll never be the same. In 5 minutes, God is getting ready to blow the roof off of this place. You got to understand. You got to understand. You see, it was a rough year for some of us because God will let you run out of what you thought you had to have in order to bless you with something greater. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I got great expectations. I got great expectations. I want somebody in this house to holler, shift, 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 shift. got to understand, I'm getting ready to close. I promise you this time. God will take your disappointments and convert them into divine appointments. I gotta go, but just do me a favor.